Okay, and now we are going to check the parameters of the enemies. Okay, as we have seen with the character is more complex. The enemy is simpler. We have only one script here. Okay, it's a long script, but it's only one. Okay, and it has health. This temperature parameter is going to be used for flamethrower and ice thrower, and in the future I'm going to release a new version with these weapons and the possibility to freeze things or to burn things. Okay, so this is new stuff, and it's not working yet in this version. Okay, we have the speed, the normal speed, the aiming speed. Okay, chasing speed is the chasing when the player is seen by the AI, and the AI is far from the player. It's going to chase it. Normal speed is when it's patrolling or doing anything without the player, and aiming speed is when the player is really close to the enemy, so the enemy needs to aim. Okay. Rotation speed, use root motion. For enemies, I recommend you to use root motion. It's going to work better. And friendly AI, it's a parameter to use to have soldiers for your character. Okay, it's going to be an AI that it's going to help your player and to attack enemies. Okay, awareness, distance. These are the main parameters, along with the speeds. Are the distance of you can see the angle, the look angle. Okay, if the player is located here or here, is not going to be seen by the enemy. So this is the range. If the player is here, it's not going to be seen by the enemy. And this is the aiming distance. So when the enemy changes to this speed and starts shooting, or start slowing down, because attack distance is the shooting distance. Okay. Then we have the look angle, so you can see it's narrow distance, the narrow look angle, or it's a wide look angle, so he can see almost everything. Okay. The position of the enemy sensor, it's located here. You can move it exactly to the head if you want. It's not perfect, and you don't want to be perfect anyway. It's not needed in a top down. Okay. But you can play with it. Maybe the enemy is different and you need exactly a position, so you can move it. And then how many seconds is going to wait without seeing the player until he forgets the player and goes again to his patrol or whatever he was doing. The weapon root, so we can assign exactly this weapon root here. Okay, if I throw an enemy here, it's going to be functional, and it's going to work, and it's going to do whatever he needs. If he doesn't have any patrol weapon root, it's going to be there, stay there. Okay. And then we have weapon settings. Okay, arm IK, as the player has the same, is just to fix the grip of the left hand on the front of the weapon on rifles and or pistol in the handle. Okay, where the weapon is going to be created and positioned, which weapon is using. Okay, I like to have different weapons for enemies because we have different parameters, rate of fire, weapon, the bullet size, bullet speed, etc. So I prefer to have different weapons for AI. Fire rate, attack angle, and melee attack options. Those are parameters to attack and how many attacks per second, and the angle of the attack. Okay, and this is going to be used in game, so you don't have to change it. And then we have the VFX as the player has. Maybe you want to have a spawn effects when the enemy is spawned. I don't know, teleporting ray, or maybe the enemy is, I don't know, doing something. Well, this spawn effect is going to be played if it's defined. It's going to be played when the enemy is spawned. Damage effects, the same as the player. Explosion effects, it's the same as the player. When it explodes, it's going to be using. Oh, okay. Or maybe this is for, well, because we have two options. Okay, the pod is was created for use for using the pods that PolygonR has in his store, in its store. So maybe this explosion effect is related to that. Well, destroy body timer. This option is to optimize the renderer, because if we have 100 enemies, there will be 100 bodies there, so maybe we can destroy them after 50 seconds or 2 seconds, and be able to unload them from the screen. Okay, and that VFX blood emitter, this is the one that creates the splats in the walls and in the floor. And explosive that this is the explosive that when we use rocket launchers, let's going to try it. It's going to set this to 25 and then choose a rocket launcher for the player, okay, to be sure that we are inflicting a lot of damage. So that's the okay. Well, as I said before, these are the character legs, the soldier legs, not the alien soldier. So we need to create those legs before to use it. Okay, we need to get this character in a 3D application and cut the half and import it here and assign a ragdoll. But you can see how they are created here. Okay, this is the VFX of the soldier, so you can use it as a sample. So going back to the enemy, okay, use ragdoll depth. You can turn it off in the enemies too, and then the footsteps and stuff and debug areas. Okay, so these are our parameters for the enemies. Remember that the enemies needs to be in the character layer and have the enemy tag. Okay.